All right, all right, all right. Now that we're live and everything, let me just make sure we're streaming all right. And how much time do we got before the? Got an hour and 40 minutes. I figured I'd go live now, just since it's raining right now. I doubt they're gonna finish Xfinity qualifying, which, to be honest, I hope they don't finish. I hope they don't finish Xfinity qualifying, just so it reverts to, I forgot if they use owner points in this or if they use the metric. But I would really appreciate not having to deal with Ryan Trick's chalk tomorrow. But outside of that, I figured I'd go live. Haven't made any lineups yet, so at least for the Truck Series. So I'll be here talking Truck Series lineups and stuff. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for being here. As I said, I've been sick. I was super sick this past weekend. Didn't do any live streams or anything like that. So thank you for just still supporting the work and everything. My projections for the trucks are up. I know Pearce was working in the sheet. Give me a second. He was working in the sheet, so all that should be up. And yeah, let's just chill together and build some lines and stuff. I don't know how long I'm going to be live. Probably going to be live for, I probably should have put boring in the description. I need to probably change that, just because I'll be here building lines and just chatting to you guys. So yeah. First and foremost, I'm very interested in Blaine Perkins. $5,000 starting towards the tail end of the field. Austin Wayne Self looks very, very appealing as well. Clearly Chandler Smith, Friesen, John Hunter Nemechek, these guys are looking good too. I like the lines that it's coming up with. It really is. Tanner Gray's a bit concerning. It's Tanner Gray. Tanner Gray's my highest projected lineup right now. But it's really like in using John Hunter as the main lap leader, which I think John Hunter does stay the main lap leader. Right now I'm giving John Hunter Nemechek 52 laps led, 34 fast laps, and the win. If he scores anything over 65, I think we're going to be fine. With them having practice and seeing how fast John Hunter Nemechek was here in Las Vegas, I think we can easily project John Hunter Nemechek to stay out in front of the field. The only thing that changes that is if we end up having a yellow right before the end of a stage or something, and people stay out. And that's mainly a reason why I don't know how many lineups I'm going to do. Probably going to do 8 to 10. But I do have some slight interest in Ben Rhodes, Zane Smith for those lines or for those situations to where John Hunter Nemechek doesn't stay up in the front or doesn't lead the amount of laps that I think he might lead. Just because I think Nemechek is not going to chase the stage points. I think they're going to chase the win. They're clearly the best truck, and it's Darlington. I figure we'll probably see a yellow probably once in stage 1, probably once in stage 2, and then stage 3 will just be decided as if it doesn't get stupid. And I'm wanting to wait because I really want to see if we do end up racing tonight. They're saying the rain stopped. Like I said, I doubt they're going to finish qualifying for Xfinity, which I don't care either way. But for the truck race, if a race, because the rain's in the forecast all night, this is going to be a short race. Think about it really fast. If we get halfway, then I think Nemechek's racing for the win. Like, I don't see a situation where Nemechek loses the lead. If it ends early, or even if things like don't get too crazy to where just Nemechek ran away with it, then place differential is going to become really important with Smith and Friesen. I think there's a good chance that they become optimal in those situations. I do apologize if I cough or anything. I'll try and mute the microphone before I do, but just giving you a heads up here. Thoughts on Lawless Allen? I got Lawless Allen for 24 points today, giving him a 22nd finish. like if you like Lawless Allen, I think you should like Danny Bone. I think you should like Austin Wayne Self. I think there's better plays than Lawless Allen. But that's right there. Like I said, hour and 36 minutes. What are these contests looking like, real quick? One's about to fill up. 4, that's interesting. 4 is not filling up at all. Did I probably need to refresh this, actually. Yeah, they are filling up. Which is fine. Hour and 30 minutes left. Let's see. Got a message on Discord. Real quick. Also, if for whatever reason the Fox stream echoes through my mic, let me know and I'll turn it down. I kind of just talked about Ben Rhodes, really like 2 minutes ago. If you want to just go back, we're fairly early in the stream, so you can go back and listen to that. I'm interested in Ben Rhodes in a situation where Nemechek doesn't lead, or if we have yellows right before the stage and Nemechek pits, and it seems like Ben Rhodes is going to stay out anytime we end up having cautions right before the end of a stage. How you doing, Ken? Fogelman, I got him for 29 points. Giving Fogelman give him 24th. I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's insane, man. The issue with Fogelman is, he's $6,700, and like I said, if you like Fogelman, I think you should love Blaine Perkins. I think you should love Danny Bone. I think you should love Haley Deegan, to be honest with you. I think Deegan has more upside than Fogelman, despite the fact he's starting farther back. But that's just where I'm at. I don't think I'm going to get to any Fogelman today or in this race. Anyway, feel free to drop questions in here. I'm just going to be filling out lines. Very, very interesting where it's wanting to go. I think I'm probably going to build probably 6 just building for Nemechek to run away with this, and spreading out both place differential plays and then plays like Rhodes and maybe even Ryan Pearce between those 6 lines, then probably a couple more without John Henry Nemechek. But that's where we're at right there. Yeah, man. I think Austin Wayne Self is just a standout play today. It's crazy. It's crazy how good of a play he is. You might not even need to go down to Perkins. And I mean, I'm talking through lines. Clearly, I like Perkins. Clearly, I like Self. But as I build through lines, like what I do is I run the optimizer and the MME tool. If you're part of the Patreon, which also if you're part of the Patreon, you'll see that you do have an MLB sheet in there. You do have a USFL sheet, and everything Pearce uses for his own articles and stuff, you also have access to. So not only are you getting sheets for the Truck, Xfinity, and Cup Series, but you also have them for the MLB, for the USFL, for the F1 stuff. You want to sign up for that. On top of the tools that we give you access to, and then a lot of stuff here. I mean, it's the 6th of May, in case you guys want to support us on my birthday month or something after I just got over being sick. Anyway, I run my projections in, and I usually run it, look at what it says, and then go through and remove players that I just don't like. I have no interest in. Like when I ran through like right now, I removed Rayum, Ayo, Poole, Lawless Allen, Bodine, De Benedetto, and Crafton at the moment. Those are removed from the pool entirely, not being used in any lines. And then I'll slowly go through and remove more and more people to see if I can see what lineups will be built. But those are the guys that I have completely removed from the optimizer right now. And so what I do is I run the optimizer. I look at around the top like 8-10 lines, just see what the builds are, see what the common core is, and typically that's what I put in the Patreon core on the PDF. And I look through and see where it's wanting to go. Like right now, I don't think you necessarily need to, like it's wanting to use Tanner Gray and Deegan in the same line. I don't think you necessarily need to do that. Same thing with it's wanting to go to Boyd, which is it's a very interesting race to make lines for, because like Chase Purdy has upside, but the man is a magnet for disaster. I mean, you have Fogelman as well, but same thing there. I actually like Colby Howard. See what that builds. Can I go up there? I cannot get Purdy. And I think Self is just an awesome play. What does this look like? I actually don't mind. I don't hate this line. This has. And I gotta really. I'm not used to building like complete lines on stream, so I'm really having to not talk to myself out loud and be like, okay, so this line has so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so as I track it as I go through and enter them. And because I'm using my two screens out, I'll be checking the chat sporadically. So I do apologize if you leave a comment and then you just don't hear from me for like 7 minutes, and then I'm like, hey, I'm back. I now see your comment. It just I'm working on my two screens here, building lines. But I might switch this so I'm at least looking towards the camera when I get this finished. I think that'll be better if I'm looking at the camera, then I at least look somewhat competent instead of just looking like I broke my neck the whole time. All right, so let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, Dean Thompson wasn't bad at Vegas at all. I haven't needed to go there. What is he popping up right now? How about 10%? What do I got Dean for? I got him for 24. I think he's certainly more competent and safer than Boyd. I think he's safer than Danny Bone. I think he's certainly safer than Jack Wood, Chris Wright, and Chase Purdy. Probably even Howard too. I probably do need to get to some Dean Thompson here, but I don't know, man. The practice speed. Let me look at the practice speed real quick on Dean. So I'll do it over here. And again, thank you for joining me on a Friday evening, just goofing around building lines. I know this isn't necessarily like a traditional like show that I do where I answer questions and stuff, but that's just how it is on days where you got back-to-back practice and Q sessions and having to get the PDF out. What is Pearce doing here? What does he have? Who am I looking at? Dean. What am I looking for? Dean. Man, he's harsher than I am. Yeah, man. God, he's so slow in practice, man. Like, I don't understand it. I mean, we all know that the Nice Motorsports or the Nice trucks are obviously taking a hit, but man, for crying out loud, this is Dean's hard to trust. The 12th at Vegas. What happened at Vegas? What happened to? Did they get stupid at the end? Let me look very fast. I don't recall. I just watched the race earlier this weekend, but earlier this week, and I just went completely blank on what happened. Who wrecked in the Vegas race? I know they got stupid. I know Nemechek got wrecked. Let me see real quick. Let's look real quick at month 2 back all the way in March. Jeez Louise. Oh yes, we had back to back. We had a crap load of restarts. So I knew it was we had a lot of, so we 1 2 3 4 5 6. Wait, 1 2 3 4 5 6 restarts in the last 70 laps. Average green flag run of 7.5 laps. We'll look at Dean together real quick. Actually, I won't bring it up on the screen. But let's look at the lap by lap for Vegas real quick and see what Dean Thompson did. I'm assuming that he was probably in the 20s for most of the race and gained position really late in the race, which, if you're being like, oh, it's going to be a wreck fest, well, then there you go. I guess Dean looks all right. But let me bring this up. Where are we at? Track seasonal. All right, let's look at Las Vegas. Where you at, good old Dean? All right, Dean, Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. He starts 29th, drives up to 26th, 22 laps into the race. Dean's running 20th, coming out of stage 1. He's pitting below him. Okay, he's stuck 20th. We got a yellow, into stage 2. Dean is in 23rd. We get a yellow. He's in 21st, 19th, 18th. Who's been taken out of the race at this point? We have... Who on earth? Who's behind this man? God, we had Perkins wreck out. That's okay. Well, I mean, first off, I'm not even to stage 3 yet, but look at the guys who've been taken out early in this race at Vegas: Perkins, Howard, Deegan, Wood. Let's see. What do we see? Back to, let me follow. God, man, Las Vegas really was a wreckfest. I mean, we had Fogelman finish well. We had Matt Mills finish well. We had Lawless Allen, Chris Wright. Anyway, let's enter stage 3 real quick with this poor bastard. He just got through there with Rex. He's running 21st, then we get really the first big dumb crash on lap 91. He comes out of that in 24th, drives up to 20th, 19th. We have another yellow lap 99. He comes out of that 23rd. Then we have a big wreck on 105. He goes from 22nd to 19th, falls to 20th, falls to 19th. We have a yellow on 120. He's in 19th. The leaders keep wrecking each other. They wreck on 127. Yeah, no, that was purely just guys in front of him wrecking out. I mean, it's the same story with Matt Mills, Chris Wright, Timmy Hill, Lawless Allen, and it's the same guys, and it's the same thing there. Like, if you think this race gets stupid, which, like I said, I just don't really want to waste time building that direction, then it makes Dean Thompson look better. But let me see. I don't think the race gets in tonight, or if it does, who cares? Like, I think the same guys work out either way, just because we're so limited on laps led, and Nemechek's most likely going to be the guy taking all those laps. Yeah, I think Self is a chalk, but I think Self's good chalk. That's fine. Self carries speed, which I end up playing Self nearly every week. It's unfortunate when he's chalk, but the guy, I mean, the truck's competent. The truck's decent. Let's see. I mean, man, is your girlfriend like that annoying to where you gotta get a? You're just like, oh man, thanks for the stream. You saved me from the old ball and chain. Like, I mean, it's a Friday. It's a Friday at 5 o'clock, my guy. I hate to tell you, but you're gonna go back. So, I don't know. Sounds like you need to find a new girlfriend if she's that annoying to play bingo with. Jesus Christ, like that's a terrible relationship to be in. Let's look real quick. Let me see. I think I'm gonna do two with the. So if you do have the Patreon, the core that I gave out, the 3 guys that I listed there, I'm gonna build 2 lines with those. And then probably diversify with my other ones because I think I can land on what I want to in 2 lines, using those first 3 guys, and then I can start getting different by fading one of those 2 guys because I don't necessarily just want to be, or maybe I build 3. I might do it 3 times because we gotta get different in the value range, but we need to go all the way to the bottom. Like, it's wanting to play Boyd a lot. What does it give me with Boyd? Can I get another place differential play? What is this doing here? No, not. That's 3. Oh, where's Ankrum starting? Ankrum starts 12. That's not one. So no. Jesus, dude. Take Majeski out of this. I don't know why it's giving me lines with Majeski. I mean, Majeski can lead laps, but playing in an aggressive manner, seeing that Majeski pops up on my optimizer this quickly, I'm removing him and Enfinger from the pool, just because I don't really want to build with those guys right now. I don't want to see the builds. I want to see what this gives me if I go, the 3 highest projected guys, and what it's wanting to use for the value ranges. And I want to know why it's wanting to use Boyd so much. Let's see, John Henry check C. Oh, Smith. I was like, what is the C for? Driver, like, see, I don't like when people post their whole lines. Not that, like, I really give a shit, but that doesn't do anything for you, Brody. So, people, whatever Brody's playing in, that's the line that he's running with. You've kind of already you've already heard me talk about Fogelman, and I think if you like Fogelman, you should like the guys who are basically Fogelman 2.0 but cheaper. I don't think it's a bad line, but that's just where I'm at. Sources tell, yeah, fucking NASCAR weatherman on Twitter. See, you can tell I'm truly back because I'm just let's see. Oh, Chase Elliott missed the race. Thank Christ. Thank Lord above. Side note, do you like my derpy eagle? I bought this shirt because this eagle looks like he's just completely. He's had to take this picture like 18 times. He's just fed over it. But this is Chase Elliott's face right now. He's like, what? I didn't make the race. Yeah, fuck you, Elliott. Go home. Oh man. Anyway, I'm looking through Twitter, which thank God. So we get no Elliott. We don't have to deal with the chalk of Ryan Truex starting near the back. I think that's a great thing. They just had a lightning strike. I think the truck race starts tonight anyway. That's where we're at there. Let's see. Look real fast. No problem, Clutch. Thank you for just chilling here. Thanks for joining me. You don't even have to play DFS. You can just chill here and hang out and everything. Man, poor Hamlin. He's had a black cloud of bad luck. What does Benny say in New Vegas? Right when he's about to shoot the courier. Oh man, I just went blank. Anyway, That's him. Basically, Hamlin's the courier from Vegas, man. He's just running bad luck left and right. One time he, finished the race, he got a win, which is another reason why I don't like the point systems and everything here. Because Hamlin's now, I really hope we get more than 16 winners, but clearly, like, Hamlin is in the playoffs. Like, I'd rather just do it. See, I'm getting way off track here. So now enough people here to hurt it. I mean, let's see. Thank you for beating the flu. It was a cold, man. It wasn't even the flu. And it was weird. Even yesterday, I just woke up feeling worse. But we're doing better. Let's see. I'm so far behind on the track. I'm not exactly sure at what point you guys are laughing at. Glad Mickey Elliott can't choose, which it's so wildly stupid that they even have the limit on the amount of times these Cup guys can race. I wish they could race in all three, compete for the championship, make it like it was. Who gives a shit about these young kids? Like this truck race is full of the young kids, the young generation of NASCAR, and they all just make me want to, give away cyanide capsules to everyone. Like, these kids are wild. Yeah, I spoke about Lawless Allen. Between that shirt, that is very funny. No mention of AO. I can't pronounce AO's name, man. I cannot, because I'm not trying to just sound completely, insensitive, but I always butcher his name. Hell, I can't pronounce I still can't pronounce Buffer's name. Buffer. You want me to try and pronounce that? Every season we go into it. My longtime listeners have been around since the very beginning. You know that we just call AO, because very beginning, years ago, was like, we can't even attempt to say that. Let's see. Truth. No, well, no, not the truth is. No, he was saying that, he said, Benny says something along the lines of, you just ran to 24 karat gold of bad luck, something like that. I don't remember. Benny opening quote. I'm going insane here. Bean. I put Bean. Benny. Fallout. This is gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna. Where's the transcript? Boop, 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 boop. Where we at? Going insane. Oh my god, all these stupid ads. Oh, yeah, here it is, yeah. From where you're nailing, it must seem like an 18 karat run of bad luck. But the truth, yeah. So that's what I was trying to. I could not figure if it was 24 karat, 18 karat. I was going insane. I could not remember what Benny says. I couldn't remember. The Elliott screwed me. What do you mean the Elliott screwed you over? I hate playing Hamlin and hitting that. Let's see. We were whipping Hamlin. That's funny, man. Yeah, last week I had 20% Hamlin. I got extremely lucky. I was way underweight on Hamlin. Absolute dumb. And I said that if you guys haven't, excuse me, if you guys haven't seen the video that I made, the data that I trust for intermediate tracks, which I think is a banger video, might be a bit boring, but for data analysis and for certainly this month, I think it's an absolute amazing video. But I even said there, I have been absolutely stupid lucky with Hamlin. Like, I do not play enough Hamlin, and he is gonna absolutely whoop my ass one day. Like, I need to absolutely play more Hamlin. I have been bailed out by absolute stupid luck. Like the tire situation, if he doesn't have that, Hamlin runs away with that race. I hate to say it, but that's just what Hamlin does there. There's no way. I think Hamlin really does compete for the win last week. Anyway, let's go back to building. See, it's wanting to use Boyd. Why is it wanting to use Boyd? Can I run? No, we can't. What did Pearce do in practice, real quick? Damn, Pearce is still running. He's still doing projections, or he's still messing with it. I need. What is the optimizer saying, real quick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's about. Yeah, that's about where I'm seeing. Where's Pearce at? Mm-hmm. Man, the amount of people that the amount of plays that cannot work here are it's very interesting. Yeah, I like that line. That's very interesting. I don't mind that. Probably going to start building more lines, trying to find the guys and teams that could finish in the top 7. Got a feeling I'm probably going to be using most of the salary for the lines this evening in truck, just based on really the small pool that we have to deal with today. If things really do get dumb. Usually these fucking payouts are better, but they're not. They never will be. Shout out to all my homies in the back row who remember the days of the $8 entry fee. Okay, I got those. Let's see what else we got here. The priest was a 15 card, a negative miss in the live show. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I answered what I thought about it in the in that video. I don't think there's much after that. Matthew, if you just click on my channel, it's the third video on there. It's called just it's data that I trust for intermediate tracks. It was uploaded 2 days ago. It has 199 views right now. That's what I'm referring to. Is Cowbush having a kid? Yeah, they're having. I think they're having a girl. Does that affect your DFS? Well, the kid hasn't been born yet. And let me look. That doesn't affect anything really. They wouldn't be trying again if they couldn't have the kid, because they've had issues with conceiving multiple times. But at the moment, there's nothing to really go off of. It's funny that they're using the William Byron cancer narrative on Sunday for the pre-race show. That's funny. I thought that was pretty entertaining. Zimbad, I still got that on the. I got that, people dying, crew member bad. I mean, dead crew member juju. I got everything. I got that way on the back burner. I don't know when that's going to be done, because that's going to be a gigantic waste of a day. I got to choose a day where I got nothing going on to really dive into that. But yeah, I wish they'd bring back the 8. I wish, like, if you're going to pay out just terribly, like, at least bring my entry fee back down so I can not completely just. I just like, I mean, that $2 adds up, man. Like, it really does. When you're entering 10, 20 lines, shit, that $2 is $20 when it's 10 lines. When it's 20, you're saying it's $40, man. It goes such a long way. I wish they'd go back to the 8. Would you play Trevor Bain and they put him on DraftKings? And what? Xfinity, I assume you're talking about. I assume they will if he's in that. I haven't looked, but let me see what else we got. Freeze and Chandler, they just had bad laps. It wasn't necessarily anything like just poor. Like, you know, when you look at Freeze and Chandler Smith's lap times, you can clearly see that they're fine. The KBM trucks are gonna be fine. I like Chandler Smith a lot going in this race as well. Between Friesen and Smith, because this is gonna be something once you build enough lines. I'd rather be over the field on Chandler Smith than Stuart Friesen. I like Chandler Smith more. I like the data behind him more. I think Friesen, there's a real opportunity. There's a real chance that Friesen just runs 12 today and doesn't do anything past that. Where I think Chandler Smith throughout this race, and especially, I think Smith's probably going to be in the top 15 by the end of stage 1, if not higher. Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. See, like for me, I don't even look at Cup. It's Friday, man. I don't look at Cup Series. Um, I don't even look at that stuff till tomorrow. Hell, I don't even know. I usually don't even pay attention to the schedule, the weekend schedule, till about Wednesday. Like I really do my best to on Monday. If I want to look back at the race the day before, if not, try and take Monday and Tuesday off, and then I get back into stuff Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know why Bane was chosen over John Nemechek, but that's just how it is. Um, what kind of yeah, I mean, I don't know. I need to see what the 18 has. Going back to what I play him, if he's in there. Like we haven't seen any practice or anything from that. Um, anyway, going back to the Friesen thing. Friesen's another guy very similar to Hamlin for me. Is I don't play enough free. Hold on, did I? I don't think I entered that line and the other ones. I got distracted. But I don't play hard. I don't play nearly enough Friesen. I'm nearly always underweight on Stuart Friesen. Just because the guy is very. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I just cannot count. I never play enough Friesen, and normally lines that I play him, they finish well because I usually play like 25% Friesen anyway. And then when he wrecks, it normally doesn't kill all my entries, but I probably need to play Friesen more. But anyway, the reason I'm saying that is because between Friesen and Chandler Smith, I'd much rather have more Chandler Smith tonight than Stuart Friesen. As we get to about an hour and 4 minutes left, I think we'll be live for probably another 20 minutes. Will be fertility, cancer. Throwback is so much fun. Dominate. Throwback is so fun that dominate Sunday pre. What is this? This is a terrible sentence. If I was on StreamYard, I would totally keep that up for at least 20 minutes because that sentence gave me cancer. Reading that, my brain is fried. Big rip. Anyway. Fuck no, I ain't playing Jesse Little starting 16th. What kind of question is that? Very, very interested in Rhodes if you're not playing Friesen. Like if you build a line, Nemechek, Smith, Rhodes, I like that a lot. Let's see, I like that line. That's a pretty good. Maybe I do just say fuck it today. I'm only doing 8 lines. Might just go 100% Nemechek and Chandler Smith, call it a day. Might just do that. Let's see. Yeah, might do that as we. Cause I do like the builds, and I think it's a very high chance of being those guys. What is this? Why did it not save these things here? All right, that's there. Yeah, I typically like doing my shows after I at least build lines or after I do them, so I could just continue to talk more, so I don't just have silent moments like this when I'm entering everything in. Let's see, pre-race storylines. Well, I mean, now you're trying to find stuff out of nowhere, like, like it's not just every week somebody's dying or has cancer or having an issue. And it's not. I mean, if anything, it might be like the storyline might be, okay. How about this? How bad is stage one going to be on Sunday? Like, how many it? You want to talk about cringe? We might be in like new cringe territory on Sunday for the booth, because we're gonna have Mike Joy probably just bombarding Richard Petty with, well, it wasn't like that in your day. Well, like, what would these kids do in your day? And then Richard would just be like, oh, yeah, well, that's just how it was. And then he like chuckles and stuff. And then Boyer's going to have to save the booth by telling us to go get his money. Stage one's going to be horrible. And then it's going to end terrible with Bill Elliott. Like, you want to talk about a snooze fest? You want to talk about cringe? You want to talk about bad? That might be the worst broadcast we might ever see on Sunday. And Kobe Howard's in-stream play. Who's to play 5,200 or below? I mean, what? I'm not getting there. Like, I mean, I am, in a sense, like, building lines. Like, I can get there. But in terms of, like, having that as my... Let me just look real fast. What are they doing? Oh, that's for Coco 600. Like, I'm not... I mean, it's Perkins and Boyd there. But I don't know what builds are getting there. Like, we're really going out of our way to get there, if that is the case, because I mean, it's Perkins and Boyd, but it's I'm not digging to that range nearly as I think as much other people. I think I'm getting there as much as other people are. I don't know, Josh. Still debating that. Well, no, I mean, I really liked Chase Elliott last weekend. I ended up with 60% Chase Elliott. I had 60% Chase Elliott, 60% Larson. I can't really tell you why. I just liked Larson, or I liked Elliott last week. Single entry 6. I mean, I'm not building your line, my guy. Favorite core 4. I'm not just giving shit out. Like, bro, Bowdy, you've been here very beginning. You've heard me talk about guys that I love. I know you can pull that together. Chandler Smith just had a bad lap. Same thing with Friesen. Like, they just get out on the wall and they just save the cars. Like, they're not. They're. It's not like they just ran into complete disasters or anything like that. But yeah, like, I'm not seeing the reason to get there, like, or like that to like absolute bottom low tier level. I'm ending up with... it's one to land on Haley Deegan. I don't like that. Deegan run. Let's look at her laps real quick. One, two, three, four. Early 158.6. Massively off. Real off pace. That's a real slow truck. Okay. 161.9 is the best time at the stripe. Matched it twice. That's showing it's gonna I don't really want to land on Deegan today. I don't really like that. I already got the self line in there, so I play this one yet? Have I built this one? No, I haven't. Okay, I like this line. Very much like where this build went. It's actually my first Danny Bone line. I thought I would have got to him sooner than just the fourth line in. Let's see, let me get this there. Then I'll look at the chat again. Outside of that, everybody having a good week. Everybody having a good start to the month of May. I don't really have anything else. I don't know, all the Star Wars nerds. This is Return of the Sixth, I guess. Yeah, that's really about it. Let me see. Yeah, that Marty Robbins is... Oh my god, I forgot. Oh no. Oh, Mike Joy's not gonna shut up about Marty Robbins, man. Oh my lord. I love Marty Robbins. Unironically, not just because he was a badass race car. I love his music. Like I'm very much like, clearly I love rock and roll and metal and stuff, but I love Frank Sinatra. I love Buddy Holly. I love Marty Robbins. I love Tennessee Ernie. I love Ben Crosby. I love all that type of music. Like, I love Marty Robbins, and I hate the fact that anytime we go to Talladega, Mike Joy's always like, well, you know, Marty Robbins just came here and put his name on the side to just let everybody know he was here. That's why he ran those bright colors so nobody would run him over. That's another. Okay, so legit, like, let's write it down. Come back to me, the 34 of you guys here right now. I'm saying 9 times in the race. 9 times on. I'll extend it to the pre-race too. Is that too easy? But I'm 9 references to Marty Robbins from Mike Joy on Sunday. Probably going to be with every. It's going to be with every single guy in the fucking booth, man. Anytime Richard Pay's going to come up there, he's going to be like, hey, you raced against Marty Robbins. And then Bobby Labine's going to be up there and be like, man, Bobby, that's a cool Marty Robbins car. Did you know he used to run his own money with his you know, he would just come up for fun. And then here comes Bill Elliott. And that's going to be a disaster. But that is a very awesome looking car. Unfortunate that the Skull Bandit can't do parade laps tomorrow. That's why you just show up and do it. That's why you do it and then ask for forgiveness later instead of ask for permission now. I wish they would have just been like, look, we're bringing this classic car out there. Instead of, well, you know, we can't bring the Skull Bandit out there because tobacco. Yes, clearly, like that. Yes, that's obvious. I figured you guys would have got around that. Like, that should have been a clear and obvious thing you got to get around first, and Justin Marks did not do that. Okay, favorite drivers in the 6K range. Man, I do have my projections up on Patreon. Pearce's projections are up too. I'm not being an asshole. I'm just like, man, I can't just be babying you every 4 seconds to help you build lines here. Let's look at 6K range. I don't even know who's in 6K range at this point. I'd look at projections, and I've been building a race. Favorite plays, what'd you say? Below, at, in 6K. Wayne, Austin, Fogelman, Timmy Hill, Howard. And then Deegan. There you go. And I just named all the 6K guys there. But I put them in that. How do you think about Hey B there? I hate, man, you guys, this typing's wild. I like John Henry Machek. 2 place differential plays. That's pretty much how the builds are going to be. It'll either be Chandler Smith and Friesen, or it's going to be, Friesen and or Chandler Smith, and then Rhodes, and then filling out the line from there. Yeah, but and I'm not saying that isn't the that's that's what you should do. You should diversify your lines a bit depending on what you play, but really the players that DFS guys that play this, the guys that I've seen be most effective have played very aggressive, man. Like they zone in on guys that they like, and they play a lot of lines with the guys that they like. I'm slowly getting more and more aggressive and just understanding that I don't mind going 100% on people, or being very much close to 100% on people. Yeah. Let's see. I do have Ekison in some lines at the moment. Let me see what else. A long ad. What? Well, Matthew, I don't have a favorite Cup driver. I don't I don't like NASCAR. Matthew, I'm not a NASCAR fan. Okay? Like I am. I love motorsports. I love racing. In terms of I like White Power Larson would probably be my favorite Cup Series driver. I mean, shout out to Larson, my guy. Dropping the N-bomb on iRacing was probably single-handedly the best thing Larson ever did. And I'm not afraid to say that. Other people aren't going to say that, but I'll be here and call that might be the best financial decision Larson ever made, and he didn't even realize it. He got out of his shitty contract with Chip Ganassi, basically destroyed Chip Ganassi as a race team. Like, the only reason they were still in the Cup Series was because of Larson. So not only did Larson get out of his shitty contract, Chip Ganassi got paid because he got to sell his ride. Larson made hundreds of thousands of dollars just racing local races, or maybe not hundreds, over $100,000 that summer alone. Now he's with Hendrick. The man's life just got better overnight by dropping a racial slur. And so, man, shout out to him. Maybe that's why I like Larson, just because the guy said, hey, I'm going to be racist and completely change my career. But really, no, I don't really have a favorite NASCAR guy. I like Keselowski. I think Keselowski's a really interesting individual. I like Kyle Busch, but in terms of favorite drivers, no, I don't have a favorite driver. Let's see. That liking Cup. What do you mean? I mean, yeah, you can. I've been doing this the whole time. Like, you don't have to be look. I'm a Cardinal fan. I love the Arizona Cardinals, and I don't have my Seahawks blanket on, unfortunately. But I'm a very bad Cardinal fan. Like, I buy shirts from other teams if they look cool. If they're on sale, I'm gonna buy shirts. I like the LA Kings. I was such a huge Jonathan Quick fan growing up. I watching him play goalie was probably close to ecstasy as a child. Just like seeing the flexibility of Jonathan Quick and seeing how agile he was, getting those 2 Stanley Cups. I mean, that's crazy. But then, this is the first time the Kings have been in the playoffs in forever. Have I watched the playoff game? No. I probably won't. I enjoy sports, but I'm not like a diehard fan towards any one driver or any one person. If anything, I like the guys who are bad people just because it's more funny. Like, I love OJ Simpson, man. How could you not love OJ Simpson? You know? And I keep annoying my family and be like, can you please buy me an OJ Simpson jersey? I don't care if you have to like custom make it. Go to some old retro website and put Simpson on the back. You know, just give me an OJ Simpson shirt, please. Henry Ruggs. Give me a Henry Ruggs shirt. You know, give me my Aaron Hernandez shirt. Like, I want absolute chaos in life. Who else? Like, Burfict. What was his name? Vontez Burfict for the Bengals. The guy who used to play, the very, like, dirty player. Dirty player. Give me his jersey. Like, come on. How can you not? I love Tom Brady. Like, I don't understand how people don't like Tom Brady. Like, he's the greatest guy who's ever played football. How can you not be a fan of that? People were like, man, fuck Tom Brady, get him out. Like, that just makes no sense at all. Ray Lewis. I love Ray Lewis, man. Like, that's how I love races. I love, like, that's how I like racing, not races. That's why, like, same thing with race scene. Like, I love Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart was my favorite driver growing up. And now he's just awesome. He's way cooler now because he got away with murdering a guy. Like, how can you not like that stuff? You know, I try and that's how I get entertainment out of this. So in terms of NASCAR, I enjoy the racing. I don't necessarily have a favorite, you know, driver. That's just how it is. Side note, I think that's how, if you can get your mind to that, you can be a very good sports bettor. If you can have no bias to whatever your favorite team was growing up, or your local team, or your local players, whatever the case is, that's probably been the driving point behind me not getting favorites or anything, just because it allows me to look at everything with greatly no bias. I've gotten really good at not having a negative bias like Hamlin, AJ Allmendinger, and other people that I just didn't really care for a couple years ago. I've really gotten better at not really feeling one way or the other towards any driver, or being tilted one way or the other if it goes well or if it doesn't go well based on lines. Man, I could tell I really lost. We lost some good viewers there, man. Yeah, dude, Burfict, like, Vontez is the reason Antonio Brown is insane. You gotta love Vontez for that. He has completely ruined that man's life, and we have the clown show that is Antonio Brown. Like, I like Antonio Brown just because the man is insane, clinically nuts, clearly needs help, and nobody wants to give it to him. You know, look, man, life is a comedy. You have to find humor in things. Otherwise, life is just boring and it sucks. Yeah, Fontes. Yeah, that's so funny, man. That's crazy. Like, that is one thing. Like, even because I didn't like watching football for a long time as a child. I just found it really boring. But I would always watch the Cincinnati and Steelers games just because those were like the dirtiest plays ever. I don't know who Clinton Voyer is. I'm assuming he's a football player. Look, I cannot, like I said, I'm a bad Cardinals fan. There's no way I could name you every play on the Cardinals. So I'm certainly not able to name other players on other teams. But I can't. What other guys do I like? Or not even like, but all my references to people dying in racing and motorsports and stuff. Yeah, you can tell I'm feeling better at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. We've been here for an hour. You got 40 minutes left for the truck series. Let's just check real fast if they're even gonna race. Another shout out, another quick rant about Bob Pockrass, the main man. Can never ever bother to get off his butt to do anything. We never get pictures of cars or anything, but nah. Throwback weekend chooses to be the week that Bob Pockrass is like, well, I'll leave the comfort of the AC controlled media center and I'm going to go walk around and take pictures of cars. Bob, if you could only do that every week, I would love you. But all he did, it was like watching a middle schooler just posting Instagram pictures. Like every 7 seconds, it was, check this out, look at this car, here's this, here's that. Like, I've never seen Bob Pockrass take so many pictures of cars in his life. So that really annoyed me. I wish he would do that more often, man. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking like the sales might split at this point, and we'll probably race tonight. We're gonna probably start later. And so the main issue is, I'll say this real quick before we do head off. If the truck race is postponed to a day race, I'm not exactly sure where I want to go. Because I really like the practice data supporting a night race. And we're gonna see swings and setups if it is ran during the day. I think that's that. What else? Anyway, 26 you guys still here, 23 likes. I do appreciate it. Thank you for being here, spending your Friday with me. We'll do an early morning live show for the Xfinity Series, and then we'll be live on Sunday for the Cup Series. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for giving your support. Thank you for being here. So best of luck tonight. Hopefully you men cash at the bare minimum. And we'll see you guys later.